Hey everybody, this is John, and welcome to the free video. And interesting, we've got end of quarter action and we've got energy action. So let's talk real quickly about both of those. First, OPEC came in with at least almost like a handshake agreement about oil. The market received this news very favorably. Huge volume in XLE. You had the energy sector shoot up. You had the S&Ps, which were trading around 2144 and change at the time, shoot up about 20 points into the close. And the S&Ps have been a laggard. And energy, of course, anytime energy does well, the S&P does well. And if we look at this from that perspective, suddenly a sector that's been a laggard, okay, drove the S&Ps back up over their 21, and we're coming into end of quarter. Okay, and what happens during end of quarter? Well, there's a couple things. First, you have window dressing, and that's where all the funds want to make sure that they've got adequate exposure to the winners. So they're going to be buying a lot of Amazon and stocks like that. And then secondly, once they get that on the books, okay, and they show the specific stocks. So as you go into the end of the quarter, you get weird things in specific stocks. But then after end of quarter, you typically get new quarter buying. So I would look for Thursday, Friday as, kind of fairly, a little choppy, but generally you're going to see some interesting moves like the Amazons and stuff like that, where that volume will continue. And then, of course, for next week, Monday, Tuesday, fresh quarter buying. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. So then what happens after that? Well, what happens after that is we come into October, right, which is kind of a crazy volatile time, and then we've got the election. And what I'm looking at there is I'm seeing a lot of markets kind of in hurry up and wait mode. Look at gold. Back and forth, back and forth. What's going to happen with the election? Silver, back and forth, back and forth. What is going to happen with the election? Bonds, back and forth, back and forth. What is going to happen with the election? And the list there goes on and on. So this does bring up the question, what is going to happen with this election and after the election? And I don't know if you guys have remembered, if I guess we've done obviously there's a presidential election every 4 years, and we've done this in the past, kind of looking at what's happening around an election. If you've done that, want to see it again, or if you have not done that, I'm going to do a free webinar on Wednesday, October 5th at 7 o'clock Central. Just go to simplertrading.com/2016, and we're going to be talking about how to trade the election. Okay, it's going to be myself and Raghi Horner talking about the big asset classes. Okay, and here's what happens with this kind of stuff is that, first of all, every 4 years, right, there's an election, and if you notice and you go back and look at those dates, okay, think of it, November 2008, okay, November 2012, and if you look at that, you'll see that marked November 2012 marked the high in gold. Ever since then it fell. Okay, and if you go through the different asset classes, you'll see that there are, not only is there a lot of volatility around those times, but many asset classes peaked or reversed at those times too. Now, I don't know about you guys if you've been following the presidential election, at all, but this one's contentious. The anxiety, people are freaking out about this election, and guess what? Pent up anxiety, pent up angst, pent up fear, that creates great big market moves. Okay, so from a trading perspective, this election is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to talk about that, how to trade it, how to get ready for it, and also too, what kind of pent up chain reaction of events could happen depending on which candidate is elected. Okay, so it will not be dull. Looking forward to seeing you there. Just name, email address. You'll get the email confirmation, and we'll see you Wednesday, October 5th. All right, have a good one. See you at the next update.